Let's do this. Go straight on. Turn right.
To allow Meriwether Security Consulting to expand domestic operations.
Gang crime is on the rise. Experts blame lack of movies.
The funding war between security agencies rages in the capital.
It's official. Epsilonism is not a cult.
Credits roll. Another historic Vinewood movie studio.
The Bossack in wild swings again as stocks drop.
Then in Weston, Los Santos' legendary billionaire investing guru was celebrating along with Don Bruce
and sensationalism, the recent fall in the popularity of gang movies focusing on both African American and Hispanic street gangs has led to a rise in gang violence, experts warned yesterday, as people no longer had movies to warn them of the danger of making bad choices.
Movie mogul Solomon Richards and his struggling Richards Majestic Studios will be reeling today from the news that another historic movie studio, Lowenstein Pictures, has closed and will be turned into luxury condos. Will there soon be nothing left in America but reality TV and property that nobody can afford?
The funding war between IAA and FIB intensifies after Congress promised to slash spending and both agencies recommend it's the other one.
Cult news. Chris Formage and his fellow Epsilonists were celebrating yesterday after the Supreme Court of the state of San Andreas overturned the Revenue Service's claim that the Epsilon program was a cult and a pyramid scheme and not a real religion, and therefore should have its charitable status repealed. Mr. Formage, who is believed to have amassed a fortune of several $billion, wept on the steps of the courthouse.
I'm Carl Kelly. Markets were volatile as the Bossack Index went into freefall and then got hit hard before a late rally had everyone really confused. If you want to understand more, pick up my new book, Mounting Bulls and Riding Bears.
Weasel News, confirming your prejudices. Breaking news.
A gang shootout in Puerto del Sol.
Excitement is building for Life Invaders' new product launch.
A breakthrough in the notorious Leonora Johnson case.
The Sonora Desert, a hotbed for illegal arms trafficking from south of the border.
Is the paparazzi going out of business? Some hope so.
A quiet cul-de-sac erupted in gang violence as a bloody massacre left several Vagos gang members dead. A trail of devastation and no clear idea what happened or why. Police don't know if this means drug wars between Hispanic gangs have reignited or if this was simply a deal or an altercation gone terribly wrong.
The smuggling of weapons from the U.S. into Mexico has transformed the Sonora Desert region into a war zone in recent months, with rival traffickers including Mexican gang Barrios Los Aztecas and El Salvadoran gang the Marabunta Grande clashing over the water.
The launch of Life Invaders' top secret but heavily marketed new hardware is just days away now, and the hype is at a fever pitch as social networking fanatics prove once again that there are no limits to what people are prepared to sacrifice in exchange for the illusion of relevance and popularity. CEO Jay Norris will unveil the product himself on live
Leonora Johnson has been unsolved and captivated conspiracy theorists. Ira Richards, Vice President of Marketing at Richards Majestic and grandson of movie mogul David Richards, told reporters claimed to have destroyed a confession letter in the weeks before his death. Mr. Richards Sr. passed away last year at the age of 103. His son, Solomon Richards, has run the family studio since 1978 and told reporters he knew nothing beyond the fact his son was a moron and his father was delusional.
Idiotic news. The #1 industry in Los Santos after plastic surgery and therapy is crying foul. The local paparazzi union says that high-resolution camera phones are putting them out of business. Photographer union rep.
Any jerk with a camera phone can make money invading the privacy of celebrities. It's really hurting our hardworking paparazzi. Harassing celebrities to the brink of death.
Weasel News, confirming your prejudices. Weasel News.
Car carnage in Fox Hill.
An upsurge in armed ATM robberies has locals concerned.
Kevin Weston buys steak in Richards Majestic.
Street map sharing pics of you on the toilet.
A car dealership in Pillbox Hill was destroyed when a joyrider smashed into the showroom. Phone scams and high-interest rate financing. The owner of the Secretariat assured police that this incident was purely an accident and not a disgruntled customer. One man witnessed the carnage.
Los Santos, the LSPD has issued an official warning, urging citizens to stay alert, afraid that
high-stakes and storied but under-fire mini-major Richards Majestic. Head of production, Solomon Richards, son of legendary
Let's find
founder
a new
David
route.
Richards, welcomed Mr. Weston onto the board.
Technology
Finding a
news.
new
Web
run.
juggernaut
I'll
iFind
find
is
a
sending
new route.
cars with sophisticated cameras to take pictures of every street and house in America, including images of the inside of your home. CEO Trip Hammer says that having every home and its content searchable is the future.
This is the future.
Privacy rights advocates were booed by liberal activists who feel everything should be online, free, and searchable.
Weasel News, confirming your prejudices. Weasel News.
High-speed gun battle on a Los Santos freeway.
Are the Chinese coming after our illegal drugs now, too?
Epsilonism still growing and still popular with in-crowd.
The Transit Authority announces another project residents will ignore.
A 60s art house classic returns to cinemas.
Shock and terror on the Del Perro freeway earlier as two groups of men engaged in a high-speed gun battle over a luxury yacht. The Weasel News team was there just minutes too late, as usual, and spoke to this man.
I thought it was a joke or some prank until a bullet came through the window and tore through my artery. Now, if you don't mind, I need to go to the hospital.
It appears that China now wants to outsource our crime, too. At the press conference today, Global shared intel that Chinese criminal organizations have entered the U.S. illegally in recent months with a view to infiltrate the North American drug market.
Despite recent controversies, including a court case and accusations of being opposed, more and more celebrities are choosing to become Epsilonists. The Epsilon program, the Los Santos-based religion that has been derided, attacked, ridiculed, and accused of everything from short physical life to slavery or prostitution, continues to grow. And a spokesman told us,
This is an American religion and an American business. Unlike most American businesses, we have it outsourced and we are expanding. We should be praised, not mourned.
Transit News.
Los Santos Transit Authority announced funding for a prospective new streetcar project to the tune of $16 billion. Rails will run on many popular streets, shutting them down for years during construction, and promised to move traffic up to 3 miles per hour, much faster than current gridlocked conditions.
Capolavoro, the incomprehensible 60s classic that typified the European art house
Turn right.
cinema craze, is showing again in local theaters as part of a retrospective of indecipherable and pretentious movies.
Well, I was thoroughly confused, but I felt better than other people towards the end.
The movie is showing again in local theaters for a limited time. Weasel News, confirming your prejudices. Weasel News.
A house collapses in Vinewood Hills.
Vigilantes getting tough on illegal immigration.
Police come down and stride through the all going green screen and plan to designed by famous architect Teuton, collapsed
We'll stay on this story.
A group of vigilantes call themselves illegal immigration in San Andreas' Alamos Sea region. Police and local authorities attempted to make the group stop its actions. So far,
So are the high-tech rules by which movies are made these days. Thanks to cheap overseas animation houses, the days of filming on location are coming to an end as CG takes over. Richards Majestic recently announced that to move forward, production is almost entirely on one screen. No doubt, a fine retelling of the financial crisis hit in Liberty City and deep inside.
we stopped outside the iPhone store and spoke with Sean Douglas, who says he can't wait.
This next phone's going to be the future and finally show those losers with their drone phones
Who is the king?
Some commentators say that iFruit's glory days are behind it as cheap clones flood the market and people remember it's only a phone anyway. We'll stay on this story as we literally have no interest in covering the real ones happening at home.
And then continue straight.
Drug deal goes very wrong. A rally of sick patients to legalize
had his data mined all over the stage when his head was blown off while giving a keynote speech to shareholders at the Vinewood Bowl. Mr. Norris was demonstrating the new Life Invader telephone when a bomb was triggered, killing him instantly. Police are unsure of the cause. Life Invader shares are down on the news.
Notorious outlaw motorcycle gang, The Lost, have taken up residence in now terrorizing the impoverished community.
Years, the Lost motorcycle gang went on in a non-stop war with the angels of death, raging across several states. Then came 2008's bloody civil war. These
kicks off a new season that they are promising will be the biggest thing in TV this This season is once again hosted by Laszlo, despite viewer complaints about his behavior in last season's finale.
Celebrity news.
MC Clip announces time for ATS again.
I'm an influential genius, man, smarter than Einstein. Shit, I could cure diseases if I were to get a microscope, but instead, I'm rhyming about hoes, and you love it.
Rap music's self-proclaimed new frontier, MC Clip, announced that his forthcoming album would help put rap music at the top of the global agenda. Combining a new sound and a new message, Clip spoke to reporters.
This
Go
time,
straight on.
it's genetically inevitable, but I'll prove something real important. Combining fashion, rap music, and product pimping. I'm gonna take humanity to new places.
He said that the album, the all-new Messiah, promises to save pop music.
You know me, I'm like the rapper guy would wanna be if he could rhyme, right?
Upscale Vinewood types and hipsters are turning into weekend warriors, invading the rural wasteland of the Alamo Sea in search of the soul of America. In most cases, they fail to find it and do drugs instead, which are readily available in bulk and knockdown prices. Local law enforcement expressed concern while sitting in the car and playing solitaire on a smartphone instead. Weasel News, confirming your prejudices. Weasel News. Still no leads in the Rutherford Hills jewelry store robbery.
Fame or shame is back to put shame on entertainment.
MC Clip proclaims himself a genius.
Mirror Park hipsters are invading the Alamo Sea.
Investigating officers have uncovered a new lead into the daytime robbery at exclusive Rockford Hills jewelry store Evangelico. It is thought that the guns used in the raid on the store were the same carbine rifles stolen from the LSPD SWAT van earlier this week. We'll stay with the story.
Fame or Shame kicks off a new season that they are promising will be the biggest thing in TV this month. San Andreas auditions are being held at the Maze Bank Arena, and the national finals will be at the Vinewood Bowl. This season is once again hosted by Laszlo, despite viewer complaints about his behavior in last season's finale.
Celebrity news.
MC Clip announces, I've become a genius again.
I'm an influential genius, man, smarter than Einstein. Shit, I could cure diseases if I were to get a microscope, but instead, I'm rhyming about hoes, and you love it.
Rap music's self-proclaimed new frontier, MC Clip, announced that his forthcoming album would help put rap music at the top of the global agenda. Combining a new sound and a new message, Clip spoke to reporters.
This time, it's genetically inevitable that I'll prove something real important. Combining fashion, rap music, and product pimping. I'm gonna take humanity to new places.
He said that the album, the all-new Messiah, promises to save pop music.
You know me, I'm like the rapper guy would wanna be if he could rhyme, right?
Upscale Vinewood types and hipsters are turning into weekend warriors, invading the rural wasteland of the Alamo Sea in search of the soul of America. In most cases, they fail to find it and do drugs instead, which are reportedly readily available in bulk at knockdown prices. Local law enforcement expressed concern while sitting in the car and playing solitaire on a smartphone instead. Weasel News, confirming your prejudices. Weasel News.
Deadly shootout at a local airport in Blaine County says Merriweather not in police. Several hitchhikers have gone missing in Blaine County. Police confused.
Neighborhoods are telling farmers enough is enough.
Sandy Shores Airfield up in rural Blaine County resembled a war zone as the ongoing drug war escalated in another bloody incident. Gangs battled to the death in a pattern of destruction that has become all too common in the area. Witnesses spotted one particularly crazy trying to identify.
Merriweather Security yesterday released a statement trashing reports that they were already providing security support for the Port of Los Santos. The company has been lobbying recently to clear existing government contracts that say so far coming.
Police say they're confused by the recent disappearance of several hikers in the hills of western Blaine County. A local sheriff's deputy spoke with us.
We are really confused.
Idiotic liberals news.
Farmers markets are popular in the Los Santos metro area, but some residents are saying enough.
They're the most egotistical, uppity, annoying people on earth with their hemp clothing and always talking about kale and colonics. Stay out out of our neighborhood.
A recent study found that many stalls at farmers markets simply buy factory farm vegetables and meat from a local supermarket and then resell it at the farmers market to rich liberals who are mostly gullible morons.
Weasel News, confirming your prejudices. Breaking news. Bloody shootout at a meth lab in Sandy Shores.
Facade hit with a data mining scandal.
Wealthy residents are protesting the planned extension of the metro.
The erection pill wars rage on.
In hillbilly news, more violence at the Alamo Sea, where local drug dealers clashed with Chicano gang the Aztecas at the Ace Liquor Store in Sandy Shores, which is an alleged front for a methamphetamine manufacturing operation. Our reporter spoke to this man at the scene.
It was terrifying. I was really scared that it would affect the street price of crystal. I love smoking crystal.
Could Facade's monopoly of the global operating system market be under threat? Jackson Skinner, head of product development at Facade, is at the center of a data mining scandal today, following accusations the software company sold sensitive customer information to various governments and illegal organizations around the world.
The plan to extend the Los Santos Metro to other areas of the city has some wealthy residents crying foul. Carl Kelly is on the scene.
I'm here at City Hall, talking to an unhappy rich person.
It's a safety issue. They want to tunnel under things like schools, underground. We're not opposing it because of some race thing. That's absurd.
But it is a race thing, isn't it?
Well, yeah, okay.
The Transit Authority plans to move forward with the extension anyway, despite opposition from conservatives and oil companies who say it's a waste of taxpayer dollars.
Penis pill news.
Has Mollis been stiffed by the competition? A controversial new drug is trying to loosen Beta Pharmaceuticals' tight hand on the erectile dysfunction market. Wilkington Research's Priapol claims to be stronger, cheaper, and better for clubbing than Mollis, despite some reports of alarming side effects.
Weasel News, confirming your prejudices. Weasel News.
Drug wars escalate in Alamo Sea.
The race for governor heats up to a boil.
Loneliest robot in Great Britain wins big at the box office.
Actor Gordon Henderson is suing the Star Tours bus company, but not for what you think.
The war on drugs.
Massacres in Blaine County as police are requesting increased resources from the state to deal with drug-related violence. The highly lucrative crystal methamphetamine trade is believed to be tied to several gang cartels. Some local politicians are calling for increased firepower and have requested either military or paramilitary support.
They're both spending millions of dollars on attack ads, vigorously shaking hands with random strangers, and lying through their teeth. Yes, the gubernatorial race is in full swing, with former Vinewood stuntman Jock Cranley going up against